Hi, now it's time to do the highlights and we're going to do the platinum card. And so I'm starting from the back to front. And so let's see what we got here. Okay. So this strand of hair, I'm seeing some unevenness to it. And we are going to fix that. I'm going to take my foil. Barely anything on my brush, and we are just going to paint it on. And there are some strands of her hair that are very light, so I'm not going to touch those. We're only going to do the highlights where I see the pockets of the brassiness. And this is very cool. Let me show you. So do you see with one stroke we got her hair nicely saturated? That's what I'm going to do for the rest of the hair. And no slippage. And with the teeth we just fold the corners. And we're ready for our next section. And let me adjust the camera so you guys can see what I'm doing. Yes. Hi. Okay. So let's see. She's having a Meryl Streep moment. So let's do the second highlight. And I'm doing the slicing method because I really want bold blonde pieces. And I see a little patchiness here that I want to fix. And we're just going to comb it. Doing a cleaner parting, and we're just going to do these highlights that are back to back. I'm going to take my foil and holding it secure like this, and barely anything on my brush, and we're going to paint it on. And I'm getting the highlight nice and close to the root to address the patchiness that I see. Because her hair is long, I'm doing an S shape, like so. And we're just painting it on. Painting it on. And next section. And I'm going to start leaving hair in between after this third foil over here. We're doing the same thing right here. Yes. Let's just adjust the camera. Yeah, perfect. Hello. I love doing these high lift tints sometimes, even though I mostly use bleach for highlights. But sometimes, for level 8 blonde or lighter, you could get away with using a high lift tint to make the hair super light blonde. and it's a lot less damaging on the hair, especially if you want to keep it nice and long. And sometimes what I do is I rotate between a bleach and a high lift tint. And I would do like one foil with the bleach and one foil with the high lift tint. But since I don't want to get her like super blonde, I just want her to be like a simple light blonde, we're just doing the high lift tint. Okay, so as previously mentioned, this is going to be my hair in between. We're going to keep this level 8 blonde right here. And this is for my next section. We're going to be doing like these diagonal forward sections all throughout her hair. And I see some light and dark pieces here. So I'm alternating between the weave and the slicing method. And so for this one right here, this is how we're going to do the highlight. So I'm taking a strand of hair and I'm going to do an up and down motion with my comb. So up, down, up, down, up, down, up, down. Okay, so this hair is left out. You see that? And I'm going to take another foil. I'm going to bend it to avoid the slippage. And we're holding it like this. And sometimes to avoid the patchiness, you know, and make sure that each strand is saturated, before I put the strand of hair on the foil, I paint my foil with the color or the bleach like this. And then I take the strand of hair that we weaved out, and let me show you how cool this is. And do you see that? So that'll make sure that there'll be a highlight both in the front and the back of the section of hair that we have here. Okay, and then we just apply the foil like so. And we just, I mean the colors, sorry, I misspoke. So when we do the highlight like this, you see? And I'm not overly saturating the ends because a little goes a long way. So we do that, let the comb go, you see how the foil is staying, and we do a little candy bar, like this. Next section of hair, and I'm just gonna do a diagonal forward for this, but I'm going up top right here, and then we're gonna go here. And so for these, same thing, we're doing horizontal and diagonal tonight, and so for the, okay, so I gotta clean it up just a little bit. Nice clean parting. And we are just doing the weave up, down, up, down, up, down. So I'm taking this strand of hair like this. Because I want to keep some of this level 8 blonde, just for a little contrast. And just like I did on my previous section, before putting the strand of hair, I'm just painting the foil with the color. And we just apply it like this. We let the comb go, and this is going to be my hair in between. since I want a big bold slice up top, what we're going to do is I'm going to take this strand of hair, and this is going to be my highlight actually. And you do it like this, and we just paint it on. And because I didn't put the color on the foil, you see how I'm just digging it like this with my brush vertically, so that'll ensure that we don't have any patchiness whatsoever. You could see barely anything on my brush, and we're just keep on keeping on like this. And let the comb go, and we fold the foil, ready for the next section. And this is going to be my final section, and since I want the slice on the top, let's same thing, and I am just painting it on like this. So in a little over 12 minutes, we placed all these foils right here, and now what I'm going to do is I'm going to tilt her head to the side, and we're just going to keep highlighting everything, and I'm just going to do it like diagonally like this. Stay tuned.